Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I wanted to have a bit of a chat about like how I'm feeling around Booktube in general at the moment and ask for some help from you guys. I don't think it's going to be that long of a video because I've been thinking for a while, but my thoughts haven't solidified into like many different avenues. I think I've got like a few things I just wanted to chat about and then an ask from you guys. So I've been feeling out of touch with Booktube for quite a while, I would say, like probably the last 6 months. I haven't felt as much like I've been able to dedicate time to it, as much like I'm part of the community, and I've been feeling a little bit like an island alone, just kind of filming videos, uploading them, and then that's kind of it. And that's definitely partly because of me, because I haven't been watching as much Booktube. We have been so busy moving house in the last 6 months. We've done like all of the stress beforehand, and then we've done so much work to the house since we've been here. We've done incredible amounts, considering we've only been here like 2 months. But yeah, and I think I've been feeling more and more like I'm sliding into a place where I don't feel that relevant anymore. And I think I've had to say no to quite a few things I would have liked to have done. Like, I really like doing the Booktube meetups in London, and just because of the priorities in life in terms of saving money to do like adult boring things, I haven't been able to do as much of those things that I really enjoy. And I think I feel a little bit now like sometimes it can feel like I'm talking and no one's there. And I know I'm still getting views and comments on my videos, so it's not that, but I just feel a little bit separate from the whole community. And I'm trying to think about how I can like inject a sense of connection or like engagement again. And I think part of it is that I've slightly changed the way that I'm filming, and like I still don't have a settled filming place in the house. So right now I'm sitting on our coffee table, but I'm moving around all the time, and it's just, I'm not filming like necessarily every single week, and it's just been quite fragmentary. So I think there's some stuff that for me will kind of settle back down into a rhythm. But we've also had loads of change. So Tom started a job and I've started my masters, and just lots of like realistic changes to how I'm living my life, and I need to find a way to settle back into what I'm doing here, I think. But the other thing is I read like all of my TBR before we moved, and I think when I was feeling less engaged with Booktube, I'd rely on having quite a steady flow of predictable content. So hauling books, TBRs, unhauls, wrap-ups, and like currently reading videos, right? So that's quite a lot of different kinds of videos, so that every week you go, oh, okay, well I haven't filmed one of them in a while, and then you pick up the subject. But because I'm basically buying and reading straight away, TBRs and hauls aren't so relevant anymore, because I'm basically doing that in every wrap-up. Any books I buy, I'm reading within a month, and I prefer reading that way. It lets me read a lot more fluidly, but it does lead to less obvious content. And I wanted to just kind of ask for you guys, like, what do you want to see? Like, what is it that you want to see here? Is it like different kinds of videos or recommendations like I do when I go like back to my like backlist books and talk some more about them? Or like, I want to just try and get a sense of what would be good for me to film, because I feel at the minute like I could easily just go back and like show the same books over and over again, like haul them, TBR them, wrap them up. But that does feel a little bit lazy and almost would make me feel less engaged again. So I kind of want some ideas about what you'd like to see in terms of what content would you want to see like more regularly, because I've got loads of books and Tom's going to be working every other weekend now, so I'm going to have a bit more time. It can be quite hard to film when he's home too, because he plays his games and he's quite loud, and I get quite like short windows of time where it's quiet. But with him being out, like I'll be studying, but I'll also have breaks in the day where I can film and it's quiet and I can do whenever I want. So I'm gonna have a bit more time to do it, and I think Sundays is probably going to become my filming day, like every other Sunday, and then I'll film 2 and upload 1 a week. So I kind of want to know, like, what do you want me to spend the time talking about? And I know some of you would say like, oh, whatever you feel like, but sometimes I just need some help as to what you want to see. And it's not about that I'm not doing it I won't enjoy it, if you know what I mean. If you said to me, like, film something and I was like, that sounds like the worst time ever, I just wouldn't do it. But it would be good to know what is interesting content, or what kind of things you'd like me to be talking about. The other thing is about, like, obviously there's bookish content, but then there's other stuff that is going on in my life. Like, is anybody interested in seeing less bookish stuff? Like, not overall, but just like stuff that isn't as bookish. So like, how am I doing with my studying, or like walking around the countryside, or like doing up our house, like that kind of more like life content. I don't know if that's something you guys are interested in or not, and I don't really mind either way. For people who don't subscribe to my Patreon, by the way, you might have noticed there's like a lack of vlogs at all. So I do still vlog, I just upload them on my Patreon rather than here, because that kind of like chill, watch Sophie do very little content, felt like it suited like a Patreon account more, when I was thinking about what I wanted to put up on Patreon. So that's where those are. There's always a link down below if you want to check that out. But yeah, so it's kind of like a little bit about what you want to see. So I'm going to make a Google form. I'm going to do that this afternoon, and I'm going to put in some questions, and it would just be amazing if you guys could just leave a comment and like help me out, like let me know what you'd like. Yeah, and I'm gonna keep like thinking about it and what would suit, but at the minute it feels like a little bit like a blank page, and that I want to take that as like a chance to do something interesting with the time I have. And I think one video a week on a Sunday when I'm all by myself in the house and when I get up in the mornings sounds really achievable. So that is my plan, but I just need a little bit of help to get there. Yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you for letting me air my thoughts quite randomly. But yeah, if you want to check out the survey down below, that would be fantastic, and I'll see you guys again soon for my next video. Bye.